Hi guys, it's Nicole Bosco. I'm here to talk to you a little about UFC 207 that goes down tonight live on pay-per-view from Las Vegas. The return of Ronda Rousey. Everyone's been looking forward to that for over a year. She takes on Amanda Nunes for the Bantamweight Championship. Co-main event Dominic Cruz versus Cody Garbrandt. That's another interesting fight that's going to be happening. First, I want to focus on the return of Ronda. There's been a lot of mystery surrounding her return. She hasn't spoken to the media. She hasn't spoken to barely anybody at all leading up to this fight, and it's putting doubt in people's heads. I don't completely understand that. Why? I mean, can you really get anything out of her during fight week anyway? I mean, you know she's gonna say, I'm in the best shape of my life, I've never felt better, I'm ready to take my belt back, I've been looking forward to this, I'm focused. You know, this is basically the same thing she's gonna say. Looking at her fight with Holly, leading up to that fight, I mean, up until the weigh-ins, before the weigh-ins in fight week, she seemed fine. There's nothing that seemed like she was off or she was tired or anything like that. She seemed perfectly the same as she always does. At the live weigh-ins for the Holly Holm fight, that's when you saw she got rattled. She got into altercation with Holly, and she seemed like everybody was like, "Whoa, what happened?" She never does that at the weigh-ins. This time at the weigh-ins, although she didn't speak, she seemed happy. She smiled. So I mean, you can't really tell where she's at either way. I guess it'll come down to when she gets into the octagon. I personally think she's going to be back to her old ways. I think it would make no sense at all for her to try and strike with Amanda Nunes. I think even though people are critical of her coach, it doesn't take a good coach to tell you don't do what you did last time, obviously. I mean, anybody could see that. That's nothing to do with coaching. If you look at what has happened in the Bantamweight division when Ronda was gone, take Ronda out of the equation, that belt was passed around. I believe anybody, like as they say in NFL, any given Sunday, I believe that when you take Ronda out of the division, it's any given Saturday night. Anybody could beat anybody at any time in that division with the absence of Ronda. Putting her back in, we'll see if that cycle continues. Anybody could beat anybody, or if she'll go back to being dominant again. I guess we'll have to wait till Saturday night to find that out. Amanda Nunes has been on a tear lately. She beat up some pretty steep competition. Miesha Tate, who beat Holly, who beat Ronda. Amanda Nunes' last loss was to Kat Zingano, who Ronda also beat. But she beat Miesha. So it's kind of like you don't know where the cards are falling until these two fight each other. And that'll round out the circle, I guess. And then if Ronda were to win, we would like to see her versus Holly again, obviously. I think that's the UFC's plan also. Have Holly fight for the 145 belt. If she wins that belt, have Holly and Ronda champion versus champion. I think that's what the UFC is planning. And hopefully that happens in New York. Just saying. The co-main event, Cody Garbrandt, trying to get into Dominic Cruz's head. I don't think that's working at all. I think, in fact, it's the opposite. I think Dominic Cruz is in Cody's head. What he was saying about Cody's Team Alpha Male, about having their number, I think that's true. I think those guys do train to be one, like one being almost, like they want to be the same. And Dominic Cruz said that. He said they all tried to represent each other, and he has the number to that team. He really does. So I think in that fight, I think he will pick apart Cody, unless Cody can get that shot. And like I said, it's like if he can get his knockout that he's been calling, I think then that's the only way for him to win, really. I think if it goes to 5 rounds, it's all Dominic Cruz all the way. Let's see, another story was Johny Hendricks missing weight. He's had a problem with weight. I mean, like he called out the media like, oh, why don't you guys lose 20 pounds? I'm no one to talk. I've never cut weight. I've never competed, but it's becoming a problem with him. You would think he would just walk around a little bit later during out of camp. But he said in an interview the night before, he said to Ariel Helwani, you would not believe how close I am to making weight. That was like 12 hours or so before, and just stopped. I guess everybody's body is different. Your body shuts down. You can't lose any more water. And he came in 3 or 2.5 pounds over. So he'll be fighting Neil Magny. Neil Magny is going to be receiving 20% of his purse, and he's going to be coming in looking for the finish, because when you cut that much weight, it's not good. You come in the next day and you're just depleted. So I think Magny will pull that one out. A lot of good fights on this card. I'm not going to run down all of them, but I'm going to try and do some live tweeting during the fight. So if you guys want to tune into my Twitter, it's @NickBoss, NIKBOS, and I'll be ready to talk with you guys. If you have any questions for me, just hit me up on Twitter. All right, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in, and enjoy the fights.